As an A&R though, Ian, for those who don't know, can you break down the responsibilities of an A&R and what they mean to a pop star's trajectory and project?
Well, see, the A&R now is so much different than it was back then.
Break that down.
I mean, well, right now people watching social media. You know what I'm saying? It's a social media game. You know, it is algorithms and research. You know, back then when I was doing this, artists and repertoire. You know, now it's like, yo, let me look and see who's hot, who's paying attention to. Oh, you got 1 million followers, you got subscriptions, subscribers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me touch you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, it works for the most part. But I've always been drawn to talent. You know, and the new people listening to records, they don't listen to records the way I listen to records. And so anybody that has a hot situation going on, like drill music or, you know, Polo G, G Herbo, Juice WRLD, you know, that's what the kids are into at this point. You know, now, I would listen to that and be like, nah, I don't see that, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I have to understand too that I'm getting older, and that's the one good thing about social media.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now you can't go by what you're thinking at this time. You got to remember, you're much older than the generation that's listening to this music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to do your research. And I'll give you a funny story about that in a minute. And but going back to your question, we had to just pay attention to what was going on and what was going to happen. You know, we had to think future, not now.
Yeah.
It's like, how will this artist have a future? And the artist that I signed now, Mr. Was dropped after their first album.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But Bobby V went on to have incredible success.
But Blackberry Molasses was a smash.
It was a smash, but you know what it was? It was the smash on the album.
Okay.
This is one of the things that I differed with Sylvia Rome. She was ready to run with that record. I was like, this is the best. This is our waterfalls. This is exactly what I said. This is our waterfalls. Waterfalls is gonna take us beyond platinum.
Yeah.
We need to drop a couple of records and get them out there first. And folks didn't agree with me. They went with our best record first.
Yeah.
When that record peaked, it's like, okay, well, where do we go? It's like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even Michael Jackson, if you think back in the day, you know, Beat It wasn't the first single. Billie Jean wasn't the first single from Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Those weren't the first singles.
Yeah.
The first single was a record with Paul McCartney, The Girl's Mine. You know, so okay, we're gonna give y'all a taste. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dangle it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the next one, I believe, was "Wanna Be Starting Something." From the third, I believe that was the next record.
Yeah.
And then they were radio records. They didn't have videos. And then, you know, then we got Billie Jean, and then we got Beat It. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Thriller with the $100 million video. You know what I'm saying? So you have to build up. That's always been my thing. You have to build up to these hot records, but you have to make sure that you got something, you know,
to follow up.
Exactly, you know. And for me, and I'll always say this, you know, I felt like the Mr. Project was a very good project. I think Organized Noise did an excellent job in producing it. But I felt that Blackberry Molasses should have been either our second or third single.
Okay. As a music executive, what was that experience like, going from management to being an exec?
Well, that was hard because now you got people, you got bosses at that point.
Yeah.
You know, and as a manager, I have bosses because when you manage people, your clients are essentially your boss. But
exactly.
They give you
kind
the
of cuss
freedom.
them out if you need to.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
You have the freedom to move around. You know, now you're in a structure.
Yeah.
You got to turn in reports. You got to, you know, you got to keep tabs of your receipts and your spending.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was different. You know, I lasted 2 years at Elektra Records, a year and a half maybe.